You missed something, sweetie. It does say that only one state team can go to nationals.
See?
But it doesn't say which team. Even if all that is true, it doesn't matter. Varsity has been going to nationals forever. Nothing is going to change. It just might. Looks like we're at an impasse. So, how about me and you just settle this right now? Where did you get that? That does not belong to you. Ladies, we are not going to settle this thing this way. There is only one honest, impartial person on this campus who can judge who's right. Right? Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to today's dance movie review. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Tia Joy. Welcome. And to all of my subscribers, hey, how are you? And to those who just subscribed, I am so glad you are here on this journey with me. Welcome to the fam. Now, we are going to continue with this month's dance movie reviews on Bring It On. So today we're talking about Bring It On again. Now before I get to this dance movie review, two things. Number one, the giveaway is still happening. So if you want to participate and get in a $15 gift card to Starbucks, go ahead and follow the instructions in my bio and just get involved, okay? This is Starbucks and you cannot go wrong with that. So one of the instructions is you need to subscribe to my channel. So if you are new, go ahead and hop on board, be a part of the fam, subscribe to this channel, and also hit that bell so that way you can be in the know when I upload a new video. Bring It On 2 again came out in 2004, directed by Damon Santostefano. Now, to be really honest, this probably was not one of my favorite Bring It On movies. I would probably say if I would put them all in order, this probably was my least favorite Bring It On movies. But here we are talking about the second one. So the one thing I could definitely say I like about this one was Marnie, and Marnie is played by Bethany Joy Lenz. And this girl, like, I remember in 2003 with One Tree Hill when that came out, me and my family, we watched that TV show faithfully all the way into 2012, and she was a very, like, her character, she was really, like, sweet. But this one, this girl was fire. She was straight up a beast. She was, like, hilarious. Because of her, I think that's the reason why I really like this movie. Because she was just so aggressive. And she was very, like, angry, which I don't even know why, but she's really looking forward to become captain. It's like, girl, you gotta chill, talking about flip the car, flip it off your mother. It's like, what? Say, this is very important, very important. This is really important. This is very important. Like, she just so funny. Say, we need to beat them and grind them into the dirt. Like, this girl, she played her role. So Bethany, amazing job. So I would say it's because of her. It's the reason why I really, if I did like this movie, like, overall, it will probably because of being her. But anyway, so we have two friends named Whittier and Monica. And Whittier, she is played by Ann Judson Yeager. And we have Monica, who's played by Fawn Chambers. And then too, they are freshmen at the California State College. And Whittier's big dream is she wants to really become a stinger. And so she tries out for cheerleading. She ends up being on the squad. But it's not all that you think it is. She's super excited. But this whole squad is all up underneath Tina, who is played by Bree Turner, and going by her world and what she wants. But even though she is that way, she's also led by Dean Sebastian, who is played by Kevin Sebastian. So by her being the leader of the squad, she's very tough, she's very rough, she's all about being the bomb diggity and stuff like that. And so Whittier is like, okay, I'll be the bomb diggity. But when she noticed she has to change who she is, especially with her boyfriend Derek, who is played by Richard Jackson, he's like the DJ, and she really likes him. And Tina's like, he's like at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to hot guys. And Whittier's like, yo, like, I gotta do all of this just to become a part of like a head cheerleader. Are you kidding me? So them two, they decide to have their own squad. So it's like, let's go. So she ends up getting some people like Penelope, who's played by Felicia Day. This girl is just straight up ballet modern. She's just really, she's really like ambitious, but very like, she's just a whole nother character. But later on she loosens up and she ends up be with Francis. He's like who's played by Dennis Hemphill, and he's like the king of theater. He's just straight up dramatic, but he's also a great help. We have Greg, who is he's a member of the Stingers, and he is played by Bryce Johnson, but later on he realized, okay, this is just too much. And then we also have Janice, and she's actually, especially when she did her tryout, she did an amazing job at the tryouts. I don't know why she wasn't a Stinger, but she ended up being a towel girl, and I'm so glad later on she found her voice, and she is played by Holly Town. Now I'm about to get into some of my favorite scenes that I did like in this movie. I only have 2. Normally I do 3, but because for the movie, because I really wasn't like, yay, I just have 2. So, and it all goes to the last 2 dance numbers in the whole movie. And so the first one is the Stingers when they perform. You could tell, I like them because you could tell they're a well-trained cheerleading squad. They're going by the rules, especially by Tina's rules. They're very clean. They do have some amazing moves in here, but they're just very, they're like the image of original varsity cheerleading squad. So I like how they did the little arm cannon, like doop doop doop. I love their music, their whole music number. They had some very cute like little whistles and bells in there, and like type of stuff in there, which is really nice. I like the jump spread that they did into the high V, so that was really the thing they did. So they had to grab the girls and they did the high V, and then they ended up moving them around, and then they did another leg grab, doing like a split in the air. So I really like that. I even like the breakdown that they did in the center when they bring it out, do 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 da 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 do. So they had the energy. They did a really good job. And so overall they had a great routine. It was very clean, very entertaining, to a point where it's like, yo, we are the varsity team, welcome, pretty much. Now my second favorite scene that I like about this movie is the Renegades. I love their routine, and the reason why I love it so much because I'm a huge sucker. If you've been watching my dance movie reviews in the past, I love diversity, and so the Renegades, I'll get into that in my lesson. But I love their whole routine. I liked when they first came out, they were like monks, so you could tell they're already different. They're not like any other cheer squad that you normally will see. So they have their little hoods on, they're coming out, and I like how they took advantage of the little theater type idea because of Francis. He's the theater overall guy, so they're incorporating that to make, to make them feel more welcomed and more of unique squad. I really like the jump cross that they did. So they lifted the girls and then they end up crossing in the air, and then you see the jump in the back. Like, that was pretty dope how they did that. They had a lot of, one thing I say is they had a lot of tricks in this this routine, which I really liked. And then I like the tutting thing that they did. Like, it's like, once again, cheerleading, even though it's cheer, they take some stuff from hip hop, and tutting was one of them. So let's go. So I like that whole thing that they did. The swing that they did with them, they pretty much grabbed the girls' legs. So I like how it's almost like a swing, like you would if you like swing somebody back and forth. So they swing them and then they grab the girl's leg, and then I like how they swinged again, and then this time they went even higher in their V. So it's like levels. So I really like how they did that. It was like a really high pyramid. The other thing I like in here was the martial art movement. So there's some of the guys that's on the team who does martial arts. So I like how they added that little sequence in there to their routine, and it looked good. And I also like the ballet because Penelope, she's more of that modern ballet, so it was very cool how they were doing the turns and attitude. And I really liked how the girls was in the air and they were in their little attitude moves. So it's kind of like when you see like for girls, when you have that memory box and you see the little ballet and you wind it up and then the ballet is turning in a circle, the image is turning in a circle while the music is playing. It's pretty much what they did in the air, and I thought that was really, really cute. And they did an arabesque and then they went back down, which was really, really cool. And then the last thing I like how they did is how they had the girls, they were all 5 in the air, and 2 of them, they did a backflip in the air, and it was like they were grabbing each other, but they were like levels. So I really liked that routine. They had, like I said, they had a lot of tricks in their routine, but all of it was different and to complement each style of each person that was a part of the team. So their whole routine I absolutely love. Plus they had a live DJ because Derek was in the back spinning for them, so that's what even brought a little more taste to their whole squad. Because with the Stingers, they just had the music in the background, but for them they had an actual DJ. So they pretty much incorporate a lot of things in for their squad. And you know, seeing that, heck yeah, I would vote them to be the varsity state team to go to the state champion. Like, let's go. I see y'all. So the lesson that I did learn in this movie is, one thing that I really, really liked is how the Renegades, they were a cheer squad, but they weren't a cheer squad that you normally would see as far as in a college or maybe even high school, because they really took advantage of the underdogs. First of all, it was the theater team, it was the martial arts team, and there was like the ballet club, and all of them got shut down. And so the fact that Monica and Whittier, they took advantage of something they didn't have, and like, yo, if you be part of the squad, you guys can win some money to get your clubs back, because they got shut down because of the fundings of the college. And so Dean Sebastian's like, we got to shut y'all down, but they wasn't going to shut down the cheerleading squad. So the fact that Whittier and Monica took advantage of people who were pretty much underdogs, people that got overlooked, and not only that, they cheered at different events. They cheered at the guy who was playing, what was it? Polo? I think he was playing polo. They cheered at the swim team. They cheered at the fencing team, the swimming team, any team that felt like they weren't getting as much support. And I know that Whittier got a taste of that when she went to the softball game with the Stingers, and she's like, she pretty much brought the energy to the game because there was nobody doing anything. There was no cheer squad. You could tell with the Stingers cheer squad, they were just only for those teams that matter, like football. But as far as other clubs or other teams that was on campus, I like how I like how the Renegades took advantage in cheering and supporting and cheering them on. Because it's like, as much as we have a cheer squad on campus, other members and clubs and sports is important too. And so I like how they went to areas that the big dogs didn't go to, and they gained their respect. And I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, they're doing stuff and then those people are coming to support. And it shouldn't even matter about status, because with Tina it was all about status. Like, we don't mingle with DJs, we don't mingle with people who work in the cafeteria, we don't mingle with geek clubs. Like, we only mingle with those who are in higher position. And I like how Whittier and Monica went into the lower parts where nobody was looking and built them up and raised them up, and they made them feel important. And the fact that they brought on all 3 of those clubs to make a cheerleading team, I love the fact that they were the underdogs, but by them working together and learning from each other, which they did, was amazing. And that's the lesson I learned, is just to take it, just not, the thing is, here's the thing, if you are in high position, if you feel like I'm better than everyone, please take notes of those who are underdogs, those who get looked over, because they're the ones that's going to stand out. They're the one that's going to come on top that you don't even know. Like, you just gotta watch out for them. And that's exactly what this team was, and they came out on top. And I can definitely understand, because growing up, man, I wasn't the popularest person. I wasn't always the one that no, everyone knew, but at the same time, it's crazy how time changes, and you know, I still feel like I kind of am the underdog, but it's okay because it's them that people ignore that comes on top. And so I know God got me. He's like, okay, I can sit here and be in the dungeon but still work on my craft, but at the same time, when that time comes, trust and believe, blow up, okay, but still being humble at the same time. But my thing is just don't ever discredit or just don't ever underestimate people, because you just never know. And that's what this movie taught me. And even with Tina, she even knew. She's like, you guys are nobody, but she even underestimated all of those clubs, like thinking that they didn't matter and only their squad mattered. But once she saw what they got, once they all worked together, once Whittier and Monica worked with them, it taught them how to cheer, and they taught them to some of their things too. When they worked together, man, like you even saw it in their faces when they were watching their routine. They're like, we still got it. Yeah, we're still winners. They knew. Watch out. But anyway, that's the lesson that I definitely learned, is just don't underestimate the underdogs. That's all I got to say. Don't underestimate. Okay, but that's all that I have. If you like this dance review, go ahead and hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe. Come a part of the fam, because once again, I'm doing this giveaway and you don't want to miss out on that. And part of the rules is, one of them is to subscribe to my YouTube page, plus Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. But once you do that, you are a step closer to getting that $15 gift card to Starbucks. Also hit that bell so that way you can know when I upload a new video as well. Amazing job to all the dancers, every cheerleader that was a part of this movie. You all did a great job. Amazing job to the choreographer, who is Tony Gonzalez. So he choreographed, and his assistant choreographers, which is Joshua Donaldson, Ben Hoffman, Jonathan Rios, and Kurt Zeisler. Amazing job to all the choreographers. You all did a great job. I'll list all of them in my Dancers Hall of Fame. So that's all that I have. I upload a new dance review every Tuesday, every Thursday. So I will see you guys all at the next one as we continue with this Bring It On month. And don't forget to make good choices, okay? Bye!